Welcome to another Rusty Rails Rail Fanning Adventure. On May 18th, 2023, we made a trip to Dollywood. Pulling the train that day was locomotive number 192. Our first shot is of 192's grand entrance to town to couple up to the train.
Right in the middle of their sound check. That's what happened to me, I David it. He forgets it all the time. Oh, yeah.
Here's another shot of her grand entrance into town.
Right in the middle of their sound check.
After the switch was thrown, 192 backed onto the train. Right as Klondike Katie's coupler hit the coupler of the car, her safety valve went off. Once the airline was connected, 192's air pump started building the air for the train. Unlike her sister 190, 192 has a cross-compound air pump. The firemen start feeding 192 some coal to prepare her for the trip up the mountain. number 192's name is Klondike Katie. 192 has a brand new bell this year, as her previous one got a crack in it. Normally she wears a Southern 3-chime whistle, but as of right now she's wearing a New York Central 5-chime, which sounds absolutely gorgeous. Our first shot is of the first trip of the day. "192 slipped a little bit pulling out of the station. If you've liked what you've seen so far, please give the video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell to be notified about future uploads. Our next shot is by the exit of Dragonflyer, as 192 charges up the hill. Our next shot is from the Summit Loop, as Klondike Katie puts on a show with that New York Central 5-chime.
Let's tell that engineer Brad, the blow is ready. 1, 2, 3. A big round of applause, engineer Brad, and come back, baby. Oh, that's right. That was Klondike Katie saying another. Thank you very much. Back way, look over here on the left side. With the old field of all the tree lines there. A great spanking view of the Great Smoky Mountains.
Our next shot is of the train rolling back down the hill by the exit of Dragonfly. We are now located at Owens Farm Crossing as 192 coasts on by. Our next shot is of the train departing the station, heading up to the summit of Iron Mountain once again. We are once again at the exit of Dragonflyer as 192 coasts downhill into town. We are now located at the main crossing as 192 rolls back into town. Our next shot is of 192 pulling into the station to unload her passengers. Lunchtime, so we'll be back after this quick break. After eating lunch and grabbing a loaf of cinnamon bread, from the grist mill, we patiently waited for the next train. We decided to head to Ellen's Farm Crossing for this shot to catch 192 charging up the grade out of the station. After catching 192 pulling out, we decided to head to the Wings of America bird show. So we didn't catch the return trip. But our next shot is of the train leaving the station by the grist mill. The train returns to town after completing another successful trip to the top of Iron Mountain. .192 and her train returned to the station. We are located at Owens Farm Crossing once again, as the train charges up the hill.
Please make sure you give all your arms and legs this side to please. Bias.
That's if I can relax the family with this little piece of.
Here's another shot from Craftsman's Valley as the train pulls out of town. "192 pulls her train past the grist mill on their way up to the summit of Iron Mountain. If you've liked what you've seen so far, please give the video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell to be notified about future uploads. Our next shot is one shot of two shots that we caught of the last train of the day pulling out of the station. here's the second shot of the train pulling out of town for the last trip of the day. .192 in her train ran the curve to the train shop. After returning to the station, the fireman builds his fire bank for the night. The fireman has a blower on which creates an artificial draft on the fire, so the smoke doesn't come into the cab. This shot is from when he turned off the blower. It's still going sky high. .192 one couples from the train. Here's another shot of 192 leaving the train in the station. After the switch was thrown, 192 proceeded back to the train shop for the night. Good night, Klondike Katie. Hope you rested well. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And ring the notification bell to be notified about my future uploads.